Hi guys, I'm going to show you today how I start my hexi cardigan pattern. I'm using this Caron Cloud Cake, and this particular yarn, the color is Sunflare, and it's a number 4 weight. There's 8.5 ounces in here, and I'm going to try and see if I can do it with the 5.5 millimeter. I'm going to pray that I find the center here. Let's find the center. Okay, still not the center. All right, hold up because it's gonna make my video super long. Okay, finally found the center of this. It's a 5.5 millimeter hook. We're going to do a magic circle, and I'm going to chain 1 here. There we go. And I'm going to chain 2 more to make 3 chains here in the beginning, and then I'm going to double crochet 2 more right into the circle, and immediately I feel how soft this yarn is. It feels lovely on my hands. So I have 3 double crochets here. I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to do 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And so far I have 2 clusters here of a granny stitch, 1 cluster here and 1 cluster here. I'm going to keep chaining 2 in between those clusters until I have 6, and I'll meet you here at the end and show you what that looks like. Okay, here's my 3rd cluster, and don't forget to chain 2 in between. Okay, let me show you what I have thus far. So I have this cluster here, 1 and a chain 2, a cluster and a chain 2, cluster, chain 2 all around, for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 clusters. And I'm gonna go ahead and chain 2 and then slip stitch to the beginning of that first chain to the top there. Okay, and this is your row 1. Let me close my circle here, tighten it. There we go, beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. We are headed into this direction, and notice that the space is here at the back of this chain. So we will complete this cluster with 2 more double crochets at the end of the round when we get to the end. So for now, she's just going to stand there by herself, okay? And that's going to happen every other round, okay? So because we have a little corner here, we're going to do a corner. Now our corners are going to be 3 double crochets or a granny cluster. That's 3, 1, 2, 3, and a chain 2, and another cluster right into the same space. That's 2, and that's 3. Okay, so there's your cluster. Now we're going to move into the next cluster. There's no chaining in between these clusters, only in between the ones that are in there. So for now, we're just going to insert in here another cluster, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to chain 2 and another cluster, and we're just going to keep doing that all around for this round 2 into all of these spaces from the previous round. Keep going in here, in here, in here, and then I'll meet you here to show you how I finish that. Okay, so I'm getting towards the end of this round, and I have back here in the beginning where I did the chain 3. In here, what we're gonna do is do a cluster, 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna chain 2, and we're going to start our next cluster, but consider that you already have a double crochet here with this chain from the beginning of this row. So you do 1 double crochet and only do 2 double crochets, and then the third one will be this one, and you're just going to slip stitch to the top of that one, and that is going to give you the other cluster that you needed. So let's put it down and look at it, and this is what your second row looks like. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. If you don't, then something is wrong. You may want to start over, okay? So now for row 3, we're going to chain 3 again. You will always chain 3. And now you have that space in front of the double crochets. So you can go ahead and insert right into that space 2 more double crochets to complete your cluster. So in this round and in every round from here on out, you will be increasing in between the corners. These are your corners. These are your corners, and these are your corners. And right now we have 1. In the next round you'll have 2. In the next round you'll have more and more, and it's going to continue to increase. So you're going to do your cluster, and when you get to your corner, you're going to do your cluster, chain 2, and cluster. So here's my cluster, chain 2, and another cluster. Okay. And now we are going to work into this space here, which is not a corner. So you just put a regular cluster in there. 1, 2, and 3. And now we have a corner, and so I'm going to do a cluster. So keep going in this manner. I'll see you at the end of this round, okay? Okay, so we are at the end of this round. This is what it should look like. It feels super soft. I love this yarn. And now, because we started with this full cluster and there's no spaces here, sorry, all we have to do is slip stitch to the top of that chain without splitting that yarn. There we go. And we slip stitch, okay? So this round is completely done. You're going to continue to do the same thing all around. Here's your 6 points, or your 6 corners, 2, 4, 6. And I'll just show you the beginning of this round. You're going to chain 3, and the space is kind of gonna be behind you there. So this will be part of the end of the round. So ignore that chain 3 for now. Just go into the next space and crochet a cluster here. 1, 2, and 3, and do your corner. And let me just show you right after the corner what it's going to look like. Okay, so now before you get to the other corner, now you're going to have 2 spaces. So you will create a cluster here and a cluster here, and then your increased corner. And each round you're gonna have more to make in between, and that's what's gonna expand the project into the bigger panel that you need. So I hope this is very helpful to you. This is gonna turn out so beautiful. Come join my live and you will see me working on this hexi cardigan with this lovely Caron Cloud Cake. Thanks for watching. Happy crocheting. Bye.